I am heading up Highway 38, which is the back way into Big Bear. I'm gonna head up there. About 2/3 of the way up, I'm gonna jump off on a Forest Service road and camp overnight, and then pop out into Big Bear tomorrow. And come back down the mountain, go home tomorrow. Morning, day 2. Heading back home with my tail between my legs. Good morning. Welcome to another video. It's 5:30 in the morning. A little early. Going down to the train station. Got a big day planned today.
If you're heavy, I'll show you where to go. Won't you set free? Behind the town for love, we run away to get us up when we're low. Oh, even if I lose.
Just got to Oceanside. I took the Amtrak Pacific Surfliner up to Oceanside, and then I'm gonna be jumping on this guy, the Metrolink.
Don't get in our way, 'cause we won't waste more time. We will go our way until we go flatline. Nothing in our way until we go flatline.
I am waiting for my next transfer on the Metrolink. Got about an hour between the transfer, unfortunately, so I want to go get some coffee.
We make our way.
So I went to that Starbucks, and there was a long line. I was like, I'll just mobile order it. So then I waited around for like, I don't know, 10 minutes for the mobile order to be ready. And I walk in there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and waiting. And then I realize I didn't order it at the right location. I feel like that's pretty on par for my luck. And now I need to get back to the train to make my connection. So we'll get coffee at the end of the other connection, which isn't too far, or well, isn't too long. But yeah, you know, just another day in my life. Welcome, welcome.
Don't get in our way, 'cause we won't waste more time.
Is out of service. Everybody should be getting out. Nobody bored. Everybody out. Everybody's gotta get out.
Made it to San Bernardino. That's as far as the trains can take me. Had to make 3 different connections. But I'm finally out here. Got Starbucks figured out. Had a little bit of cold brew. And now, looking for a bathroom. So the first Starbucks that I went to, that was the wrong Starbucks because I ordered at the wrong location, their bathroom was closed. The second Starbucks, their bathroom was occupied and there was a security guard banging on the door, so I just thought, I'll skip that one. And then I just stopped at a gas station, Valero, and they didn't have a bathroom, so hurry up and hold it, I guess. But I am starting my trek east. I have 55 miles planned for today, all uphill. So I'm hoping to start putting in some miles on that because it's a little after 11 a.m. already. It took a while to, you know, from 6 a.m. to 11 I was on trains. So we're definitely getting a later start than I would typically like, but I think we'll be okay.
Another way home. It's all in my heart if you want it. I don't deserve it. I just want
This banana is not going to do well. I can already tell. It's getting a little bit gross right there. Doesn't like the pressure being held down. It's also 93 degrees out here. I was not expecting it to be that warm, but I guess that makes sense because we're down in the valley. But yeah, I'll keep you updated on that banana. It's tomorrow's breakfast, if it makes it that far.
We were crumbling, going over the edge with the weight of...
What's up everyone? So I made a mistake shooting the audio for this video halfway through. So I'm just gonna narrate this part real quick. Basically, what you're seeing on screen right now is you can't hear any audio really because the audio is super muffled, so I just decided to turn it down and talk over it a little bit and explain what's happening. Basically, as I got started on this bikepacking trip, as I had gotten off the train and I had started to do my climbing up Highway 38, it was really warm out. I think it was like 90 degrees, 90 plus degrees, and I basically just was getting really warm and I was starting to blow through water, but I realized I didn't have any power in my legs. I just felt empty and I was just feeling really mentally fatigued. This was a last minute bikepacking trip that I rather spontaneously decided to do. I had actually planned it for the week prior, but I ended up having a cold that week, so I was like, well, let me just push it off to the next week. So I did, but I ended up only getting 3 hours of sleep the night before, which was poor preparation. That combined with the heat and the poor preparation just in general in the 2 weeks leading up to this point, I hadn't been spending a ton of time on the bike just because things at home were really busy, so I had a lot of that external factors and the outside stressors. It was just a bad time to do it, and I was trying to force it, and my body said, no, we're not gonna do this. So basically, what you're seeing on screen right now is me kind of making that realization. I stopped to have a snack because I was really warm, I was sweating a lot, and I was like, oh, well, let me just eat some food, recharge, and I should be fine, get back on the road. So I did that, and then I pulled off a little bit later to have some lunch, and I was really excited because I had brought all real food this time, which I was stoked on because before my previous bikepacking trip I had taken energy bars, and we all know how that went. So I was like, I have real food this time, and I ended up bringing tuna fish and a little packet of mayonnaise, and I even had a slice of bread that I had kept in my jersey pocket, and I was gonna make myself a tuna fish sandwich, and I did. But in the heat, it just was really gross. The mayonnaise was hot, the tuna fish was warm, and it was the consistency was just it was not good. But I did it, and I stopped and had lunch, but it wasn't making me feel any better, unfortunately. And I was burning through water quickly. I had brought 3 liters of water with me. I'd already burned through 2 liters of water, and I had a plan to refill my water in the next 5 miles. There's a country store up there halfway up that I was gonna stop at, but I was still 5 miles away from that, and I was just like, dude, this is not working. I feel terrible. I just don't feel good. This isn't really fun anymore at this point, and I don't want to keep going because it's gonna put me in a position that I don't want to be in later. So I recognized what was happening, and I made the tough call to, this wasn't really a tough call, it was just a really disappointing call to turn around, go back down the mountain, because that's a free ride, right? You're losing all that elevation, and get myself a hotel for the night, because I wasn't going to be able to make the train back the way the schedules worked out, even though it was like 3 in the afternoon by that time. So that's what I did. I ended up coasting back down the mountain, had a flat, ironically, which I feel like goes with the theme of the whole trip. I haven't had a flat on that bike in quite some time, actually. Actually, since I started this YouTube channel, I have not had a flat. So that was a first, felt very appropriate to the situation, but I got that handled, got back down the mountain. The rest of the audio from here on out is fine. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys and see what you guys might do in this situation. So I hit this bump right here, and my GoPro battery went flying out of my little case here. My mask went flying. My almond butter's over there on the ground. Update on the banana. It's now ruptured and is threatening to ooze junk all over my stuff.
Think I will be holding on to the one thing that I know is stronger. Love is blind and no one's perfect. Platinum seems so shallow, 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 shallow. But you are bright white gold.
So I just dumped all my stuff out of my bag so I could organize it and get to stuff. And there's like this really disgusting residue on a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know if you can see that kind of greasy oil. Like, it literally feels like there was a bottle of olive oil that exploded in my bag. Found the culprit. So I feel like the internet lied to me because I brought some cheese, some aged cheddar that was supposed to keep well out of the refrigerator. I would say that is a lie because it is completely disintegrated. And this is some hard salami. I was gonna have cheese and crackers, but yeah, that's super gross, and I wouldn't recommend that. Morning, day 2. Heading back home with my tail between my legs. It's not that bad. I'm disappointed with the fact that my plan didn't work, but I'm not beating myself up over it either. So things happen. Can only do what you can do. I'll put this ride on the shelf for now. Definitely come back to it later this year. I might even have a more appropriate bike for the task by that time. But more importantly, I think it'll be cooler, which will be very helpful. Like right now, it's about 6 a.m. and it's like 60 degrees and it feels great. But I mean, shoot, when I started the ride, it was 11 a.m., a little after 11, and it was already 93 degrees, right? So big difference in the next few hours. But I think getting an early jump would make a big difference as well. So for now, I'm gonna head back to San Diego via the Metrolink and the Amtrak. Go home, see my family, and reassess. Thanks for coming along on this failed adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. I'm out here riding along, minding my own business, and a bird takes a dump on my shoulder. Come on, man. Why?